everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our show, The Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy, with Sauradeep from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hi, bro, how are you?
Yeah, good man. It's been a great, what should I say, last 8 or 10 days for us. So yeah, very much happy with the way we have played, and yeah, personally things have been decent as well. So yeah, overall very good.
Yeah, it's been a great week so far. Started with a North London derby last weekend. Great win for us. Really happy with the performance. It was quite comfortable in the end, especially as they had that man sent off. So yeah, 3-1 win. What are your thoughts?
Man, what a victory that was! Outstanding. Very happy the way we played, man. 3-1, great victory. North London derby victory yet again. Again, we the bigger team in the North London, and perhaps the biggest team in the London, kind of, the way we played. Outstanding performance from Partey. The first goal, wow, that was a stunner. We had a screening here in Calcutta. Around 80 people were there, and it just completely erupted after the goal he scored there to give us the lead. But apart from that, perhaps the only area where I can moan about us this season is Gabriel's defending. Yeah, he has the error in his game, which has been kind of expensive, because we could see that the penalty the mistake he made that led to the Mitrovic goal against Fulham, and he made another mistake, a needless mistake yet again. That kind of gave them the avenue to come back into the game, and again Harry Kane scored. But again, second half, the way we started was fabulous, man. Really, the radical change in this team that we are seeing after the introduction of Gabriel Jesus, especially, has been immense. And another thing that Arteta said as well, that Gabriel Martinelli, man, he's a complete chaos. I think we there have been, I'm seeing people are praising Partey, Saliba, even Jesus, Xhaka as well, the way he took his goal as well, man. But Gabriel Martinelli was outstanding on the left hand side, I do believe, in the whole match. He completely kind of dismantled the Tottenham defense, and that led to the goals that we scored as well. I think that kind of, the panic that he created in the Tottenham defense also aided us in, getting those goals and all. And then you could see, we should have scored, perhaps we should have scored more goals, because I was expecting 4 or 5 at least after Emerson got sent off. But yeah, still, I'm going to take 3 points on top of the league, man. What can I expect? So yeah, very happy with the way we performed, and this is the way we should be playing. I think this is the way of us, moving forward. And yeah, if it is the if more of this comes in the upcoming games, so yeah, you never know. Maybe we will be, in the shout for the title. So that's still a bit far-fetched, but still, so far so good.
Yeah, it was a really brilliant performance for them. It's a great start to the season. In terms of the title, the problem is Manchester City look really strong. The next day we saw in their derby, they absolutely destroyed Man United 6-3. This guy Haaland just doesn't stop scoring. He's one unbelievable player. They're already a great team, and I added him into that team. It's going to be very hard for anyone to stop him winning the title. But you would say we're the best placed. Looking at all the teams, we've had the best start, and looking at how we're playing compared to other teams, they all look a bit shaky. But yeah, just talk about Man City quickly then. That Manchester derby. Did you see it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw it. Football is a game that's played by humans, and in the past we used to consider Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi as someone who is alien or something. Many synonyms of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. But this guy, Erling Haaland, I think he has the potential to surpass Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, man. His goal scoring ability is quite phenomenal, and you could see the way he was scoring in the second goal that he scored. Man, the angle, the acrobatic, the, the athleticism of that player is kind of daunting. And how can you stop him? He's been scoring for fun, because we people were saying that, yeah, it's Premier League, he'll have to adapt to it. But man, he has just completely blown everything away. So yeah, we need a solution, a Haaland solution, which is going to be a very very difficult paradox to solve, I believe, because the way he's been playing at this moment, and I saw they completely destroy United in the first half. Yeah, the score line says it's 6-3, but it could have been 7-8, and you have to just accept that after they were 6-1 up, they kind of left it off the screw a bit, and then they conceded the two late goals. And also, by the way, Anthony scored a great goal for United as well, I have to say. But Alan, if you ask who is the best player of this world at this very moment, it has to be Erling Haaland. So not just because of his goal scoring abilities, but because of the way he plays, the way he possesses. Because I've been seeing him, coming back to the defense, winning ball in the midfield, and then pushing forward as well. So where can you stop him, man? He is a machine.
Yeah, he's got everything to his game, and currently, as you say, best player in the world. But it's a long way to go with a title race. Anything can happen. We're still obviously big outsiders, but as I'm saying, among the teams that are trying to challenge Man City, it's looking like we're the best place to do that. Let's talk about our game that we had last night, then the Europa League. Rested a lot of players, which is good. So we know that the majority of our players are going to be fresh for that Liverpool game. And it was a comfortable win. Bodo, I don't really think they caused us much trouble. I think some of it they did come into the game more in the second half, but it was like us taking our foot off the gas a little bit, maybe trying to save some energy. But yeah, great performance. Three really good goals. Fabio Vieira was outstanding. We've not seen him that much because of his injury, but he's come into the team and done so well whenever he's played. Yesterday, again, another goal and another assist.
Yeah, outstanding victory. Yeah, the result is perfect for us because it's a 3-0 victory when that's all what you can expect. And also the amount of changes that Arteta made in the games, because none of the likes of Lokonga or Vieira or Marquinhos is starting in the Premier League. So it's more of a second string lineup that played last night. But still, I'll have to say that the performance was great. The victory was there. Yeah. There were instances. I'll have to say that there were instances where we lacked in terms of the fluidity a bit going forward. I thought there were some missed passes or some turnover of positions where the transition game was not that good, because whenever we were winning the ball, we were giving the ball away yet again, despite of creating an opportunity, instead of creating an opportunity for ourselves. But yeah, you can't expect these young kids to perform at the highest level straight away in, because these players like some Marquinhos, the likes of Vieira, Reece Nelson, even Lokonga, they all need game time, and they're gonna get game time in the Europa League. So it's a perfect. What can I say? It's a perfect starter for them, and appetizer for them to improve more and challenge for the starting 11 in the Premier League, and give the manager some problems in his selection, because if they can perform well in these games, I think they're gonna put more thoughts in Mikel Arteta's mind that whether they deserve a chance in the Premier League or not. When in that respect, I thought the performance was good. Still, there are rooms of improvement, but result wise, I thought it was perfect for us, because Bodo, as I actually watched the match where they completely blown away Roma last season in the Europa Conference League. So yeah, they're not that on Magad. It wasn't supposed to be a kickwork. So, and it wasn't, because in the second half, as we saw, Glimt, they created some chances. They played some decent football in patches, but yeah, in the end, it was too much for them, and a very good, comfortable victory for us.
Yeah, it was. I actually bumped into some of their fans last night after the game. I interviewed some of them, and they're telling me that next week's going to be a lot harder for us because
Yeah,
very cold in Norway. So
yeah,
it's
absolutely. Because I think there are going to be some external factors as well. because Norway, Bodo it's generally actually situated in the Arctic Circle region. So the cold, the temperature is going to be freezing there. I know London is cold, but this is going to be way more. So yeah, there can be some external factors that can impact the game, and they will be at their home as well. So Arsenal coming to Bodo, I think that's going to be the biggest game of the history. Arsenal coming to Bodo is perhaps most, perhaps the biggest club that will be going there so far. So it's going to be the atmosphere, the ambience will be completely different. But I still believe that if we maintain our quality, I think we're gonna get a victory. Perhaps it will be a bit more, bit more difficult, but I think we have the Arsenal to win there.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that game goes. But before that, we got a huge game this Sunday. It's going to be a big test for us. Liverpool, biggest test of the season so far. We know they've had a bad start to the season, but they are a really strong team. They've proven it over the recent years in the Premier League and their recent record against us as well. Last season, we played them 4 times. We didn't score even one goal. So it's going to be really important for us to be prepared for them. We know it's going to really be a test of how far we've come. We're a much better team compared to last season, so I expect us to do really well. What's your thoughts on that one?
Bro, yeah, I remember, I do kind of, get your point that we haven't been beaten them, we haven't done well against them. Yeah, it's a fact that since I think 2014-15 season, we have been losing and losing and losing against Liverpool. We haven't got a victory apart from the win that we got in the 2019-20 season when they already won the league and we won 2-1 at the Emirates. I think that is our only win that I can remember in the last 6-7 years against Liverpool. But man, this season I think it's completely different. I think the dynamics has changed because the way we are playing, the way they are playing, it's completely hell and heaven difference than it was last season. I think Liverpool have been disappointing, man. Make no mistake. Yeah, I know that they're a big team. We shouldn't take them lightly, and we won't really because they have some world class players. They have some winners in their team, and they can come and get a result at the Emirates any day, and they have been getting it constantly for the last 4 or 5 seasons. But still, I'm gonna say that this is a game. Perhaps this is the right time to play Liverpool. I think because at this very moment they're at their low, they're not at their best at all. You can see their defense is a mess, because I could see you saw the match against Brighton. They should have lost. Somehow they drew it. So I know there going to be some difficulties, or there people will be saying that yeah, it's still Liverpool, but yeah, it's Liverpool. But we have to keep in mind that these boys that we have at this club at this very moment, they're playing far better football than Liverpool at this very moment. So if we play to a potential, if the heads are really there, if we can just execute our game plans, I think it's gonna be a victory because I'm very confident actually that we are gonna get a victory. We are gonna get a positive result against Liverpool on Sunday because, to be honest, I was more worried about Tottenham because I think Tottenham are the form team. They've done well in the league. They've started okay in the Europa League, but they've done a lot better than Liverpool so far before the match with before the North London derby. But as we have cleared the hurdle against Tottenham, I think this is only it should be the players must continue their progress and the players must continue the momentum. So I kind of have a lot of optimism going into the Liverpool game. I know it's the past results are not in our favor. The past odds are not haven't been in our favor. So on that basis, you can say that it's going to be a tough game at all. But if we compare the recent form, if we compare the dynamics of the both the clubs in the past 2-3 seasons or this season, sorry, not past 2-3 seasons, past 2-3 months, I must say, then we are the clear favorites, man. I don't know why people are still considering that yeah, Liverpool can really cause us problems, because I think at this very moment the trio of Jesus, Martinelli, and Saka a lot more potent than what Liverpool has.
Yeah, for sure. At the moment, we're looking way better than them. The way we're playing all around the pitch, our defense is looking solid, midfield, attack. In this game as well, we're going to have that rest advantage. So Liverpool were playing in the Champions League, and they had to play their main team. It was a big game for them against Rangers. For us, as I was saying earlier, we managed to rest our whole team, apart from one or two, like Xhaka did play, I know, Martinelli as well, and we did bring on some of the first team players in the second half. But it was a kind of much more easier game, even if it did play minutes. It wasn't really intense, and didn't have to work as hard as Liverpool did during the week. So we got that rest advantage on them. We're at home as well. Just got to go for it. I'm confident we can get the win. Bit wary, just like I say, because you know Liverpool got some world class players and that recent record we've had against them. But I'm confident we can go get the win, and it's going to make a big statement because everyone keeps saying that we haven't played nobody. We started had a quite easy start to the season, but you know it's now 7 wins out of 8. We have played Tottenham now, who are right at the top of the table. And now next is Liverpool, who are all right, they're not towards the top of the table, but we know their pedigree and how good a team they are. So if we can get this win now on Sunday, it's going to really make a big statement. It's going to give us a lot of confidence as well.
I absolutely second that, because yeah, there are pundits, critics who are saying that yeah, Arsenal haven't played that a team of that pedigree, but who are we supposed to play? Yeah, we have played Tottenham, we have played Man United. Yeah, we lost there. We have played, mm, I think we have played Crystal Palace, aware, which is considered a very difficult place. But still, there are people who are doubting that yeah, whether we have the metal to come up against the big clubs, and a win against Liverpool is going to be a perfect reply to them. It is going to be a huge statement that yeah, take us seriously, because we may not be going out and say that loud that take us seriously, but it's going to be a real statement to everyone that yeah, Arsenal, they mean business. So yeah, if we get a victory, and I am very very confident, man. This is the first time probably in years that I have been confident in a match against Liverpool that we are gonna get a result.
Yes, it's a big test. I'm really excited but nervous at the same time. That same feeling I had before the North London derby last week. Love these big games. Looking forward to the weekend. So, correct score prediction.
I'm gonna go with 3-0, 3-0 loss, 3-0 Arsenal.
Wow, wow. You,
This is
you're
the
going
only
for
reason I'm going to 3-0, because I can see that we're scoring goals, and I really do believe that if we do defending perfectly, if we defend well in the game, there are going to be chances that we are going to create, because Liverpool at the moment, they are not that potent as they were when Mane was there. Yeah, Mane was gone. They thought that they're gonna cover it with the likes of Luis Diaz, with the likes of Darwin Nunez. But so far, it's been proving that what impact Mane had. It's showing quite vividly that Mane had a huge impact than they perhaps thought that he had. So yeah, if I am really confident about us winning the match, and I'm gonna go 3-0, because the defense at this moment is also looking a lot shaky than it was. The astute, assured defense that Liverpool had, at peak Van Dijk and peak Joe Gomez, or Joel Matip, Ibrahim Konate maybe as well, whatever they have, whatever defenders that they have, you can see that if you play the teams like Brighton, the teams like Newcastle, Fulham, they have shown that this defense can be bridged with relative ease. So yeah, if we can do that, if we, as I've been saying, that if we execute our plans, offensive plans perfectly, and if we defend well, then we're gonna win.
Yeah, bro, that'd be amazing. If we can win 3-0, that's really going to put a huge statement. Not a big statement, a
All right.
huge statement.
I hope this ages well, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited. As you said, confident. Yeah, it's a good time to be playing with him. We're in a great place right now, and let's get that win. So before we go, just gonna ask you for some predictions on some of the other games this weekend involving some of our rivals. So on Saturday, Tottenham are playing Brighton away.
Brighton, man, this season, even though after the departure of Graham Potter, which I thought I think was very unfortunate for them because he was doing a tremendous job at Brighton, and suddenly it's going to be a big blow for them. But the way they played against Liverpool, man, I do believe that they can get a result against Tottenham. I'm gonna go with Brighton 2, Tottenham 1.
That would be great. And Chelsea are playing Wolverhampton at home.
Wolves disappointing. I've been really really disappointed by them this season. They've been all over the place. Chelsea, on the other hand, they have been decent. They won the Champions League match against Milan quite comfortably as well. And man, Aubameyang is scoring. Uh, I kind of don't like that, man. I think Chelsea gonna win 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0, 3-0 Chelsea.
Okay, and Manchester City have got Southampton. They're at home. That's going to be a really hard game for Southampton.
It's going to be Man City 1, Southampton 3. My goodness, I'm going to get battered for this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's going to be Manchester City 3 or 4. I'm gonna go 4 and Southampton 1.
Okay, then on the Sunday, Everton are playing Manchester United.
Everton at home, na? At
Yes,
Goodison.
yes.
Did you see United's match last night?
No, I didn't.
Man, they were torturing in the first half, and even though they won 3-2, I don't know what is the name of the club. Something Nicosia, Omonoya Nicosia, or something like the club that they played very well against United, and United looked very very shaky at times. And the way Everton playing, man, Everton, Alex Yobi. Have you seen Alex Yobi playing for Everton? Have you seen him the way he's playing this season at the heart of the midfield? Have you seen him playing?
I've only seen them play once this season, but yeah, so I've not seen them too much.
He's doing excellent, man. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Everton 2, United 0. I can see Everton win.
Okay, that'll be great. So yeah, another big weekend of Premier League action coming up. Look forward to speaking to you about it all next week.
I just want to say one thing before we go. You know, we witnessed one of the worst things that happened in Indonesia recently. More than 130, 140 people died while a match was being played in the Indonesian league, and due to there was some chaos in the ground and a police a misact from police, kind of led to stampede, and it kind of killed more than 150 people. 150, I think 170 people have died, I think, around that. So yeah, rest in peace to all the person that lost their lives. Condolences to their families, and this shouldn't be happening in any football grounds, I believe, because football is a game that we love, and people who come towards this beautiful game shouldn't lose their life, while coming to watch it. So yeah, rest in peace to those great souls, to those people who kind of lost their lives, and I really, really hope, I really wish their families all the strength of the world.
Yeah, rest in peace to them. I was reading about it, and it's really sad to hear something like that happening. So hopefully in the future they can make sure these sort of things don't happen. Really, really big safety issue for something like that to happen in this modern era. Things like that.
As I was saying, that it was not even a safety issue. It was just some police proactiveness from police. They kind of released some tear gases or something which was not really required, and in response to that, when people tried to evade that, they kind of rushed, opposite direction of that, and in the process, many got stampeded. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's what I mean in terms of a safety. Like, they shouldn't be using things like that. Tear gas it shouldn't be needed. And I think I was reading that it's actually been banned by FIFA, I think it was. So most countries don't use tear gas, when they're policing football games. I don't know what's going on there, but they need to look into that, make sure nothing like that happens again. Really upsetting news to hear that. Okay, so then, bro, I will see you next week.
So,
Discuss hopefully a great win against Liverpool. Thank you for your time.
thank you.
So that's all from us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.